about the Bad Boy curved focus mitts. So I'll just take these out. I'll give one to Sensei Polecat if he wants to put one on. I'm going to put one on as well. Right, so the curved focus mitts. Now we've talked about focus mitts before, hook and jab pads and stuff like that. Similar sort of thing. It's a smaller area. The foam base. This bit is obviously, if you look from that point of view, it's curved. This bit here, it contours into your wrist, so when you're holding at a certain angle, it supports your hand. Would you like to say about this?
Right, so yeah, first impressions. Now, we've only had these, literally
Since
this month.
Christmas, yeah.
These come into the dojo at Christmas, so a Christmas present for Sensei Brown from his wife, basically. But yeah, I mean, they're coming to the dojo. We've used them a couple of times only. First impressions of getting them out. For a name, Bad Boy MMA. Now, to be honest with you, it's not a name that I've come across before, Bad Boy MMA. Obviously, it's got that curve, like he says. It's got the little foam hump there, if you want to call it a hump, which when your hand goes in it, and the hand thing itself, by the way, it feels like a padded motorbike glove. It's, I think it pretends to be leather. I'm not sure that's real leather. I'm pretty sure it isn't. But it's sort of like a leather synthetic substitute. And when you put your hand in, I mean, I've got quite big muck shovel hands. And to say it's a small pad, I didn't think I'd get my hand in here, but quite easily and quite snugly, it goes in, and it feels really nice. Like I said, that little bobble at the back there just nips into the contour of the wrist and provides a little bit of extra support. So you're not just using your hand, you're also using the top half of your arm as well to support these, which is quite good. And obviously it's curved, so that means when you're striking these, you've got more focus, it's going to land in the middle, you've got less chance of slipping off it. You know, if you're striking it, and Sensei Brown has got his and he holds it up. If it was a completely flat one, I might glance and miss. Because of this curve, it helps basically focus your punches, so they are going to land, you know, slightly more chance of landing than what you would with a flat one, where it could be rushed off to the side. So I'm not going to go too hard with this because Sensei Brown's got a bad shoulder, but just for demonstration of hitting it, they're quite nice to hit.
That's it. Put that down there. So it's just focus, it's like with the focus pads. We're moving a little bit smaller. Now obviously we've done videos on doing a little bit wider, so it's easier to hit. For the person that's striking it, it's a smaller area, and your focus and your accuracy is going to be a little bit more heightened and be more aware. Yeah, so it's going into that then. So obviously Sensei Polecat's not moving that about, so I'm not going to follow where he's going to be putting it, so he just keeps it there so I can just show you like what it's like to strike. But obviously it's not about striking the video, it's about the actual product in how versatile it's like it's going to be. The comfortability of it, first-hand experience, these are really good to put on. I would imagine, well, they are nice to strike out there as well.
They're nice to strike. Just for information, they're about 2 inch thick. The actual foam of the pad is probably about 2 inch thick. I actually like the design of this, yeah. I mean, the main feature with this has got to be this little wrist support, because what a difference that makes. If you're just holding the pad and you don't have that wrist support, basically, whoever's striking at you then, you're taking all that impact just in your hand. Now, like I've just said before, with this little bit of added wrist support as well that curves into your wrist, it also engages your arm then, so your arm gets to take a bit of the impact as well. So I know you saw me at Sensei Brown there and he made his shoulder collapse because he's suffering with a bad shoulder. But if he wasn't suffering with a bad shoulder, like for example when he were hitting the strike pads when I were holding it, I could have kept my hand there comfortably all day and he could have hit it 5 times harder than what he would have done. It wouldn't have bothered my arm one bit. So they're actually quite good at dispersing the power, and for whoever's wearing them, they're really good. So yeah, I mean, like I said, for a brand that we've not come across before, I actually quite like these. I actually think they're alright. They're some of the better pads that we've got here at the dojo.
Do you know as you're wearing them as well, Sensei? Do you know the actual, like I call it the ball bit there, the wrist support?
Yeah.
It actually hooks onto your wrist if you notice. If you
it does, yeah.
It does. Hooks on. So if somebody's going to be doing uppercuts onto it, it's not going to slide off. You remember the pads what we had and we were doing the uppercuts, and it was like.
So that's another good point. Yeah.
The karate punches were the karate strikes were going down. It's not going to come off your wrist.
That's a good point. I mean, in the past I've been doing some strikes and Sensei Brown's had a pad and I've struck it so hard that the pads flew off his hand. Now, I'm not saying that's a reflection of me hitting it really hard, but it is a design fault of the previous pads that we've used. Now with this one, you know, obviously, if I'm striking that, it's not coming off. He's got it on his hand. You know what I mean? It's still there. Now, with other pads that we've got, I've gone and done that, and the
They've done that. No, I actually did that.
Right, so he's actually let it go that time, apparently. No, but I mean, we've done that with other pads, and they've flown off straight away, and I did get about 5 or 6 good shots here before it actually come off. So, yeah, quite impressed with that, actually. Yeah.
Sports Direct, as we know, 50% off, $16.99. So the price up at $16.99 if you buy them from Sports Direct. Now you can see I've swapped this from left to right. I don't think it matters which hand you have it on. It's not tight. I don't think it's labelled up as left and right, is it?
No, definitely not. No.
So
it seems to be one size fits all and one size fits both hands as well. Yeah. I mean, like I say, I've come across certain pads or certain gloves that I can't get my muck shovels into, and Sensei Brown's managed to slip his in. So obviously these will fit. And I'm not even struggling as well, really. They just push in and they're just there. So if Sensei Brown can get them on his hands and I can get them on my hands, that makes them universal enough for us. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to take this closer up to the camera just for a little bit of inspection for anybody who's wanting to look. So obviously that's the print side, that's the strike side, Bad Boy MMA. That's the bobble that we're talking about there. And that's the almost like a motorcycle glove. Goes into the back. And obviously we can't really tell about the quality. We'll probably come back in about 3 or 4 years time and do a second review, and we'll see how they've lived up. Because with a lot of the equipment that we use in MMA Dojo, we've been using it for a few years. So when we do as reviews, it's more like a time-tested review. But obviously with these, with this first month that we've had them, they're still in really good condition. We've not properly given them a good workout yet.
We've not been able to with the injuries and that.
We will come back to these in a few years, and we'll probably do another review, and we'll see how well they've held together.
But they do feel good quality.
First impressions, yeah, they seem fine. They seem fine. I actually like these. I really do.
Right, so that's a curved focus mitt by Bad Boy. Sponsor! Today's review is going to be talking about the Bad Boy curved focus mitt. So I'll just take these out. I'll give one to Sensei Polka if he wants to put one on. I'm going to put one on as well. Right, so the curved focus mitts. Now we've talked about focus mitts before, hook and jab pads and stuff like that. Similar sort of thing. It's a smaller area. The foam base. This bit is obviously, if you look from that point of view, it's curved. This bit here, it contours into your wrist, so when you're holding at a certain angle, it supports your hand.